All right, how to stay consistent in 2025. That's the title of today's video, is how to stay consistent in 2025. All right, so I got 10 actionable steps that I have for you guys for today. And if you can implement these tips into your daily routine, into your life, I tell you, you're guaranteed to better being consistent in 2025. All right, I'm not going to waste too much of your time today. Today is Sunday, the 19th of January. So let's go ahead and get started today. All right, so the first tip that I have for you guys is to break your daily tasks up into small, break your tasks up into small pieces. And this is from the mindset of when you're looking at large goals. And this will help make those large goals more manageable. So if you have a large goal, like making a certain amount of money this month, which may be maybe $500 or $1,000. So you may say, okay, I want to make an additional $500 or $1,000 this month, right? What I want you to do is to reverse engineer that goal into small actionable steps that you're going to take to reach that goal. And it could be something as simple as downloading a gig app and actually setting aside what time you're going to do that gig. It could be Uber Eats, or it could be something of that nature, right? I want you to, and so you break down what time you're going to implement those things that work that gig, and to reach, and once you get started, you'll see how many days you need to work to actually reach that goal of $500 to $1,000 each month, right? So tip number one is to break your tasks from whichever big goal that you have into small pieces, okay? So that's tip number one. The next tip is going to be to use a reward system. So I think I mentioned this in my previous video. I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this video. But what I want you to do is reward yourself by celebrating, and you can also gift yourself as well for all of the milestones that you reach. Going back to our analogy of starting with Uber Eats or a gig job, and having the goal of setting a goal to reach $500 to $1,000 each day. For the month. I want you to reward yourself. And again, it could be something like going to, for me, a great reward would be going to an ice cream store and getting a banana split. Ooh, I love banana splits. I don't know about you, but I love banana splits. I've as a kid, we couldn't really afford them. Whenever my mom would take us to the ice cream to get ice cream, even though I think because it was just so big, right? And I was a kid. But I tell you, I love banana splits. So again, I don't want to get too much into. I'll start going down a whole nother road in terms of with just my childhood and as it relates to ice cream. Reward yourself is the point, and that's tip number two. So tip number three is you need to get a journal, you want to start journaling, or actually keeping notes in your phone, tracking your daily progress. This is big. Tip number three is to start tracking your daily progress with that big goal that you're setting. So again, going back to the analogy, and I'm really big on analogies, but I don't want to use too many in this video. The analogy I gave about starting with a gig job and actually setting a goal to make an extra $500 to $1,000 this month, or going into February, right? Or going into the next month, whenever you see this video. I want you to track your daily progress. So put a quick note in a journal, something visually for you to look at. Or I want you to start putting a journal inside of your note section on your phone. Just at the end of each day, just tracking your progress of how you're coming along with that big goal that you're setting, okay? Tip number four is going to be to create a routine. Create a routine. Start setting times for different things that you want to do in implementing those things into your life. This will help you be more consistent. It could be from working out, when you eat, the times that you're going to eat. These are the two I'll probably highlight the most. You want to implement a routine when it comes to what you eat and working out. So for example, you want to set times of when you want to start when you eat every morning. So your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks a day. So again, let me repeat that: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks in between breakfast and dinner. Okay. And working out. So you want to set up 3 days that you're going to work out and the time you're going to work out. You want to write all this down, and we're going to start with just those 2 for now, right? We already have a previous video where I told you guys about making up your bed. If you haven't watched that video, definitely go back and watch that video. But I have a video that I put up that talks a little bit more about routines. But in that video, I said that I wanted you guys to, first task I want you to take each morning is to make your bed. That small win will help build your productivity for each day. Setting a routine is just going to be key in terms of staying consistent and actually writing it down and actually reminding yourself. And another tip I can give you is for you to set notifications on your phone to remind you. Okay, so 2025, what we're going to do is we're going to start using this tool a lot more in 2025 for our benefit, not for our downfall. We're going to limit social media, and we're going to start implementing things into our lives and using our phone as a tool to get us where we need to go. In doing so, what I want you to do is I want you to set reminders in your phone to remind you each day of what task is that you're looking to accomplish each day. And we're going to start with just 2, and that's going to be when you eat and when you work out. Okay, now we're going to move on to number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be focus on your why. So you want to remind yourself why you want to achieve your goals. So why do you want to achieve these goals that you have set for yourself? This is a big one. Focusing on your why. Each day, I want you to remind yourself through because you've already wrote your goals down, right? You wrote down your 3 goals for each day. You've also wrote down your long-term goal that you're wanting to reach, right? And you've reverse engineered those goals so that you can actually do actionable steps every day to accomplish that goal, right? But I want you to write down also why you want to accomplish the goal. Why do you want to do it? Do you want to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month so that you can pay your car off faster, or to start saving for rainy days? They say you need to have 2 to 3 times your monthly income in savings. So if you don't have 2 to 3 times your monthly expenses in your savings account, then that's a goal you want to reach. That's be a great reason as to why you're trying to save $500 to $1,000. So understanding your why and reminding yourself on a daily basis why is key, man. Because if you don't know why you're doing it, then it's with going through the process, you're gonna falter and you're gonna quit. Continuously remind yourself why you want to accomplish that goal that you have, that big goal that you have set for your life. Wow, these are pretty good. So the next tip that I want to give you guys is going to be setting deadlines. This is pretty big. Deadlines help build urgency, right? And it helps maintain your focus as well. So set a deadline on when you want to accomplish this goal, right? So again, we're going to use the analogy of generating an extra $500 to $1,000 in the next 30 days, right? So at the end of 30 days, I want you to be able to come back at the end of 30 days with that $500 to $1,000. So whatever goal that you set in helping you be consistent with accomplishing that goal, I want you to set a deadline when you're going to complete the task of of accomplishing that goal. Okay. Tip number 7 is going to be to eliminate distractions. Oh, man, these are good today. If you're getting any value from these tips, definitely let me know by hitting that thumbs up and leaving a comment in the comment section. And I've mentioned this in previous videos, but eliminating distractions is going to be key. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify and minimize distractions during your day each day. Identify those distractions each day. And in doing so, this will help you to be consistent in accomplishing the goal that you have set for your life, right? So eliminate distractions. And one would be, like I said, social media, video games. Those are just 2 off the top of my head, but I want you to, for the next 30 days, I want you to identify and minimize distractions. And if you can, it's going to be hard to eliminate those things altogether, because I think we all, to some degree, need some type of outlet. And I'm sure there's probably, like the reasoning why some people are on social media or play video games all day or whatever is they look at it as a form of escape. But for the next 30 days, we're focusing on accomplishing a goal. So you need to be locked in. You need to be locked in over the next 30 days. So in staying locked in, utilizing the things that's going to be attracted into your life, distractions have to be identified and minimized as much as possible. Tip number 8 is a big one, and I'm gonna hurry up and finish this video out. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys. But tip number 8 is holding yourself accountable is, I tell you, the adult thing to do. Share your goals with your friends and mentor and use them to help you stay accountable with achieving whatever goal that you have set for your life. So again, use your friends or a mentor. And if you don't have a mentor is going to be someone that you can communicate with over the next 30 days that may have already accomplished the goal that you have set out. So again, a mentor is someone who may have already achieved the goal that you have set for your life, right? So going back to the example of the Uber gig, right? You want to find someone who you know personally, who has been successful with that gig, and you want to communicate with them at least once a week and using them to help you stay accountable for reaching your goal. So let them know what your goal is. Your goal is $500 to $1,000 extra this month. Each week, I want you to give them a call, or it could be a friend, and let them know where you are, because we're tracking our daily progress, right? So so by the end of the week, you have some data to give to your friend or mentor and letting them know where you are. That would be tip number 8. Tip number 9 is to get enough sleep. Oh, that is big. I tell you, rest is so critical for maintaining motivation and being consistent, right? We don't know it, but it is. So I want you to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep each day. That is big. Over the next 30 days. Set an alarm, set the routine. Once you set these notifications up on your phone, your body will start to adjust to those routines over the course of a few days. Using your phone as reminders of when you're going to go to sleep, when you're going to wake up. You know already, in previous videos, I said for you to wake up 30 minutes earlier than you normally wake up each day. If you've tracked your sleep, you kind of know your body may be programmed. Like my body is programmed for me to get up at 12:30 each day, because I go to work in the afternoon, so I get off late. So I get up at 12:30. My body is programmed to get up at 12:30 every day. So a goal that I set for myself is, instead of getting up at 12:30, I'm going to get up at 12 o'clock. So setting a routine of when you're going to go to sleep and making sure that you get 6 to 8 hours of sleep over the next 30 days is going to be key. Number 10, and I think number 10 is a big one, and it kind of applies, and it seems as if it's always something that we always come back to doing, and that is to celebrate the consistency. Celebrate the consistency that you have put into the next 30 days in accomplishing whatever that goal. All right. So those are the 10 tips I have for you guys in staying consistent over the next 30 days and beyond. And if you got any value from these tips, I'd love to know in the comment section below, and also hit that thumb bell. And if you'd like to watch more videos that I've put together, click on one of these videos right here. And I want to thank you guys again for taking the time to go through the 10 steps you need to take to stay consistent in 2025. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.